Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about some confidence body language tricks you can do right now. That's right, I'll be going over 6 simple body language tricks, and they are simple enough that you can do them right now, and they will exhibit confidence, they will show confidence. So without further ado, we're going to start off with number 1. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet and straight to the point, so pay attention, take notes, take action, try them out. Hopefully they make you feel more confident, seem more confident, and be more confident overall. Anyways, as I said, starting off with number 1. Number 1 is proper posture. There is almost nothing better than having proper posture in terms of your confidence, okay? So whatever your posture is like normally, if you have proper posture when you're speaking with someone, they're going to perceive you as being more confident. Maybe you have proper posture all day long, and that's great for you. I do not. So, I generally speaking have not the greatest posture. So if I want to seem more confident, I'm going to sort of straighten up. I'm going to get my shoulders nice and sort of pulled back a little bit, get my neck nice and straight, get my face in a proper posture position, and sort of straighten out my back. And just, if I'm standing up, I'm going to stand up nice and straight, nice and tall, and I'm just going to have proper posture. It'll just make you seem massively more confident. And it's something that is also beneficial for your body overall. So like it's beneficial for your lifestyle overall. So it's really like a win-win in all different areas. And yeah, it's really, really easy to do, which is even better. Another win in terms of having proper posture. It's really something that you can easily, do and get into the habit of doing. Anyways, it's great. We're moving on to number 2. Number 2 is eye contact. Making eye contact with someone is it's a confidence key, okay? It really shows people that you are a confident person. Even if you're not confident, if you make eye contact, you will seem confident. So even if you're not actually confident, when you make eye contact, you will seem confident, okay? So people will perceive you as being confident, okay? Now, that doesn't mean you have to stare at them the entire time they're talking like that. No. You got to make eye contact tastefully, meaning make eye contact and listen to what they're saying, or speak to them while making eye contact. And then you might look away for a few moments because you have to look at something else. And then you make eye contact again. And then you might break the eye contact, and then you make eye contact again. Just do it in a way that's sort of reasonable, tastefully / reasonably, anything of that nature. That's how you want to make eye contact. Make it make sense in terms of like you're not overdoing it, but you're not doing it enough. You're doing it just enough, okay? So it's make eye contact and look away. Make eye contact, look away. That's essentially what you're doing. That's exactly what it is like you are doing, okay? That is basically the likeness of it. You are going to be making eye contact and looking away. And I don't even know if likeness of it was the right thing to say in that context, but whatever, you get the idea. You just want to make eye contact tastefully, reasonably, not too much, not too little, somewhere in the middle. Oh, wow, look, it's almost a rhyme. I just realized that. We rhyme all the time over here. Anyways, we're moving on to number 3. That's too many rhymes. I was going to try and rhyme on, but we're moving on because I thought this video was going to be short and sweet, and it's turning out to be longer than I wanted. Anyways, we're going to move on. No more rhymes. Maybe they might pop up, but no more intentional rhymes. Number 3, and that one that I said wasn't even intentional, the first one, when I was shocked. But the next one, we rhyme all the time, that was intentional. Anyways, we'll see if we rhyme anymore. Who knows? We're going to move on to number 3, as I said. Number 3 is arms crossed, okay? If you're like this, and it doesn't mean you have to put on a mean face, but if you have your arms crossed, you will seem more confident, okay? You will seem more confident. A lot of people say open body language, and that's great too. Having open body language, having like your body in a relaxed position will make you seem confident, of course. But in terms of like, if you want to just get a quick perceived confidence boost, meaning like if you want people to perceive you as being more confident, like instantaneously, just going from whatever body language you have, however your arms are, going to an arms crossed position will just instantly make you seem like you're more confident, okay? So it's not something that I would say you should hold the whole time. You shouldn't be talking to someone for half an hour like this. Probably not the best move, but like if you want to just get a quick confidence boost in terms of how people perceive you, right? You just go from whatever position you're in to arms crossed like that, And then with the arms crossed, they're going to perceive you as being more confident. And then you can go back to, having like open body language, which is another confidence thing. Having open body language is another thing to be perceived as being confident. But the arms crossed is a quick little trick. Just bring it in whenever you think you need it. You get a quick confidence boost, and then you can go back to whichever, arm position you were in before. Anyways, moving on to number 4. Number 4 is smile. Smiling makes you seem unbelievably confident. And I think that's why I think people perceive me as being super confident. And partly I have lots of confidence, body language, things that I do naturally and how I speak. And I am a confident person. To be honest with you, I'm extremely confident. But I think people perceive me as being even more confident than I actually am, which I'm already unbelievably confident. I think they perceive me as being even more confident than that because I smile all the time. I'm smiling all the time. Like nothing can get me down for a long period of time. Sure, things get me down here and there, and I might rant, I might be sad temporarily, but I always come back to a smile quickly. And I think that's part of the reason why people perceive me as being so unbelievably confident. So if you smile, you will seem confident. Just smile your biggest smile. Smile the biggest smile that you can put on. Just that's all. Smile, laugh, and you will seem absolutely more confident. And it's an easy body trick, an easy body signal that you can do, because it's just smiling. You're probably used to doing it anyways. Moving on to the next one, which is number 5. Number 5 is ask questions. Now, asking questions is not really a body language trick per se, but it kind of is. Because you're not doing it with your body language, but by asking questions, you're using your body as in your face and your mouth and your voice, okay? And you are seeming more confident. So it kind of is a body language trick, okay? And if you ask questions in confidence, okay, then you're gonna seem even more confident. So if you're like scared to ask a question, you're gonna seem a bit more confident, but when you ask it, but not that much more confident. But when you ask a question, when you ask a question in confidence, you're going to seem absolutely way more confident, like unbelievably more confident. So yeah, asking questions is a simple body language trick that will allow you to seem more confident. And if you ask the questions confidently, you will seem much more confident. Okay. Anyways, moving on to the last one for this video, which is number 6. Number 6 is, and I wrote this down, and my writing is really messy, so I'm going to try and read it. Okay, I know exactly what it says. So number 6 is stand close enough. So that's right. Number 6 says stand close enough, and that's what you have to do for number 6. For number 6, you have to stand close enough. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is like you got to stand close to someone, but not too close. If I'm speaking with someone and I'm standing a little too far, I will seem less confident, okay? So you got to stand close enough where you will seem confident. Now, don't stand too close. If I'm talking to you like this, hey, how are you doing today? Is your day going great? Oh, that's amazing. That's too close, right? I can't tell you a rule of thumb in terms of distance, because if I'm talking one-on-one with someone in a quiet environment, I'm going to stand a certain distance from them. Okay? And I'll go over a simple trick that you can use to figure out if you're standing too close or too far in a moment. But if I'm talking one-on-one with someone in a quiet environment, I'm going to be standing somewhat close to them. If I'm talking one-on-one with someone in a loud environment, let me rephrase that. If I'm talking, this is the real way to think about it. If I'm talking one-on-one with someone in a quiet environment, I'm going to stand a little bit further from them. If I'm talking to that same person in a quiet environment, I feel like I'm mixing up what I'm saying here. I'm going to try this one last time. So imagine that I'm talking, this is the last time, I promise, okay? Imagine that I'm talking one-on-one with someone, okay? And as I'm talking one-on-one with that person, if I'm in a quiet environment, I can be a little bit further from them. If I'm in a loud environment, I got to be a little bit closer to them, right? Now imagine that I'm in a group. If I'm in a group of people, I have to work with that group. If it's a large group of people and we're forming a circle, I'm going to have to be further from people across in the circle. But if it's a smaller circle, I'm going to be closer, right? So that's the idea. You have to use your judgment, okay? And here's some easy things to remember. If you're in a group of people, just work with the group, right? So do whatever everyone else is doing. If everyone else is in a circle, then you go in that circle and you be part of the circle. If everyone else is in smaller groups within that group, then pick a smaller group, okay? But how do you know if you're standing too close or too far away from someone? Well, essentially, you want to speak at your reasonable voice, which, like I said, if you're in like an area where it has to be quiet, that might be a whisper. If you're in a big, loud party, that might be speaking loudly. But you're going to speak at a voice in the same volume that everyone else is speaking, okay? And essentially, when you speak in that voice, the person should be able to hear you easily if they have totally normal and totally fine hearing, right? So if the person is saying what too much, that means I gotta get closer, right? Or raise my voice and speak louder, but it means I probably have to get closer. If they're like, sort of like if I'm talking and they're going like this, like I'm too loud, that means I gotta get further. So standing close enough is finding a balance between too far and too close. And if you're too far, you will not seem as confident. Whereas if you stand close enough, you're going to be perceived as being more confident. So stand close enough, to where it makes sense, and you will be perceived as being more confident. People will sort of see you and see that you are more confident. You'll seem more confident because you're standing close enough where you're not, like if you're too far, you're not going to seem as confident. And if you're too close, you just might be too loud. So standing close enough, which is a perfect balance, close enough is the perfect balance between too far and too close. Standing close enough will allow you to seem more confident. And it's a simple body language trick that you can make use of easily. Now, it's going to take some practice to figure out what's too close and what's too far. But once you have it sort of mastered, then, you'll be able to do it easily. Okay. So it's just a matter of getting to the point where you have it mastered and you understand it. And then once you understand it, you can make it work for you. And that's it. Those are the body language tricks. I honestly thought this video was going to be a few minutes. And this is way longer than I thought. I feel like I blabbed on quite a bit, but you know what? I really over-explained everything. I explained everything thoroughly, so hopefully you can make use of it and use it to benefit you in your life and in your lifestyle. And that's it. I truly have nothing else to say other than I hope that you've enjoyed the video. So with nothing else to say, we are going to roll the outro. And without further ado, here is officially the outro for this specific video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.